History and tourism of Mount Fuji. Mount Fuji, Fujisan Japanese. V-Isa, listen, located on the island of Honshu, is an active stratovolcano in Japan, with a summit elevation of 3,776.24 meters, 12,389 feet 3. It is the tallest mountain in Japan, the second highest volcano located on an island in Asia, after Mount Karinki on the island of Sumatra, and seventh highest peak of an island on Earth. Mount Fuji last erupted from 1707 to 1708. The mountain is located about 100 kilometers, 62 miles, southwest of Tokyo and is visible from there on clear days. Mount Fuji is one of Japan's three holy mountains, Sanryuzen, along with Mount Tate and Mount Haku. It is a special place of scenic beauty and one of Japan's historic sites. It was added to the World Heritage List as a cultural site on June 22, 2013. According to UNESCO, Mount Fuji has inspired artists and poets and been the object of pilgrimage for centuries. UNESCO recognizes 25 sites of cultural interest within the Mount Fuji locality. These 25 locations include the mountain and the Shinto shrine, Fujisan Hongu Sengen Taisha. Etymology. The current kanji for Mount Fuji, and, mean wealth or abundant, and man of status respectively. However, the origins of this spelling and the name Fuji continue to be debated. Hirata Atsutane, a Japanese classical scholar in the Edo period, speculated that the name is from a word meaning a mountain standing up shapely as an ear, of a rice plant. British missionary John Batchelor, 18,551,944, argued that the name is from the Ainu word for fire, Fuji, of the fire deity Kamui Fuji, which was denied by a Japanese linguist Kyosuke Kindaichi on the grounds of phonetic development, sound change. Japanese toponymist Kanji Kagami argued that the name had the same root as wisteria, Fuji, and rainbow, Niji, but with an alternative reading, Fuji, and came from its long well-shaped slope. Variations. In English, the mountain is known as Mount Fuji. Some sources refer to it as Fujisan, Fujiyama or, redundantly, Mount Fujiyama. Japanese speakers refer to the mountain as Fujisan. This san is not the honorific suffix used with people's names, such as Watanabe-san, with the Sino-Japanese reading of the character Yama, mountain, used in Sino-Japanese compounds. History. Mount Fuji is an attractive volcanic cone and a frequent subject of Japanese art, especially after 1600, when Edo became the capital and people saw the mountain while traveling on the Tokaido Road. According to the historian H. Byron Earhart, in medieval times it eventually came to be seen by Japanese as the #1 mountain of the known world of the three countries of India, China, Japan. The mountain is mentioned in Japanese literature throughout the ages, and is the subject of many poems. The summit has been thought of as sacred since ancient times and was therefore forbidden to women. The first ascent by a foreigner was by Sir Rutherford Alcock in September 1860, who ascended the mountain in 8 hours and descended in 3 hours. 427 Alcock's brief narrative in the capital of the Tycoon was the first widely disseminated description of the mountain in the West. 42,127 Lady Fanny Parkes, the wife of British Ambassador Sir Harry Parkes, was the first non-Japanese woman to ascend Mount Fuji in 1867. Photographer Felix Beato climbed Mount Fuji 2 years later. Today, Mount Fuji is an international destination for tourism and mountain climbing.
In the early 20th century, populist educator Frederick Starr's Chautauqua lectures about his several ascents of Mount Fuji 1913, 1919, and 1923 were widely known in America. A well-known Japanese saying suggests that a wise person will climb Mount Fuji once in their lifetime, but only a fool would climb it twice. It remains a popular symbol in Japanese culture, including making numerous movie appearances, inspiring the infinity logo, and even appearing in medicine with the Mount Fuji sign. In September 2004, the staff weather station at the summit was closed after 72 years in operation. Observers monitored radar sweeps that detected typhoons and heavy rains. Geography. Mount Fuji is a very distinctive feature of the geography of Japan. It stands 3,776.24 meters, 12,389 feet, tall and is located near the Pacific coast of central Honshu, just southwest of Tokyo. It straddles the boundary of Shizuoka and Yamanashi prefectures. The mountain is part of the Fuji Hakone-Izu National Park. It can be seen more distantly from Yokohama, Tokyo, and sometimes as far as Chiba, Saitama, Tochigi, Ibaraki, and Lake Hamana when the sky is clear. Climate. The summit of Mount Fuji has a tundra climate, Köppen climate classification at. The temperature is very low at the high altitude, and the cone is covered by snow for several months of the year. Geology. Mount Fuji is located at a triple junction trench where the Amurian Plate, Coast Plate, and Philippine Sea Plate meet. These three plates form the western part of Japan, the eastern part of Japan, and the peninsula respectively. The Pacific Plate is being subducted beneath these plates, resulting in volcanic activity. Scientists have identified 4 distinct phases of volcanic activity in the formation of Mount Fuji. The first phase, called Senkamate, is composed of an andesite core recently discovered deep within the mountain. Recorded eruptions. About 11,000 years ago, a large amount of lava began to erupt from the west side of the top of the ancient Fuji mountain. This lava formed the new Fuji, which is the main body of Mount Fuji. There are 10 known eruptions that can be traced to reliable records. Current eruptive danger. Following the 2011 Tohoku earthquake, there was speculation in the media that the shock may induce volcanic unrest at Mount Fuji. In September 2012, mathematical models created by the National Research Institute for Earth Science and Disaster Prevention (NIST) suggested that the pressure in Mount Fuji's magma chamber could be 1.6 megapascals higher than it was before its last eruption in 1707. Aokigahara Forest. Folk tales and legends tell of ghosts, demons, yurei and yokai haunting the forest, and in the 19th century. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe to my channel.